use online educational platforms such as Edmodo, Edu, 2.0, Class Dojo, among others. Jorge Quispe Tafur. Jorge is a leading professor, a graduate of the National University Federico Villarreal, who has been working in the Language Center of the University of Science and Humanities. So it is working in schools with students from primary and secondary level. He is a person with a wide dedication to teaching and learning English as a second language, and always with the willingness to share, learn, and get to the effectiveness of student learning. Please give an applause to this wonderful teacher.
Thank you, Ms. Condemarin. As you know, remember my name? Yes, I think it's excellent. Paying attention. Everybody was paying attention. Good. Yes, my name is Catherine. It's a pleasure to be here with you, sharing some knowledge that we have, because I think that's the important key, right? A good teacher should share. Why not? Also with us. And
well, good evening. My name is Jorge Quispe, and as you know, in this opportunity we are here to share. Yes, the most important is to share ideas about the way we manage a classroom and what is the role of a teacher. So, what we hope for today is that you help us, yes, in this class, in this opportunity to organize and to go to a key concept for what is the role as a teacher on a classroom management. Okay, first we are going to start with a video. Yes, so I would like you to observe, to watch this video and analyze what happens here. Yes? Wow, look at this, huh? Does it happen in Peru, that situations? What do you think about that? Or not? How are our Peruvian students? Be honest. Like that? Okay, okay.
What do you think is the teacher? Is she doing something there? No, well, maybe she doesn't know what to do, right? Maybe it's like the first time, and sometimes it happens to everybody, right? Especially when it's the first time, we need to get a lot of information how to deal with these kind of situations, right? So let's continue. Do you want to continue watching the video? Yes.
Okay. All down. I'm going to do my
And what happened here? It says the teacher doesn't know what to do. If you were in that moment, what have you done? Ideas? Excuse me? What's your name? Rocio. In your case, if you were in that situation, what have you done in that moment?
I could have give a clear instruction about maybe for that kid. I could say, come in front and tell what are you talking about with your partner. Maybe the student can feel upset or maybe disappointed and never do it again.
Okay, very good. Claps for them, please. Claps for Rocio.
Okay, so in this situation, the teacher is just looking or she's talking and giving instructions? Before that, yes, some seconds before, she was giving instructions. Be quiet, yes, but what about the students? Are they all paying attention? No, right? So what do you think is a key to get a student's attention so they can follow the instructions, for example? What do you have to do first? Just if I say, okay, everybody please listen, and everybody's talking to each other, playing, throwing papers, volunteers? Remember in our class, we also ask our students to raise their hands, right? Any volunteer who wants to participate? Excellent. What's your name? Marlene. So, what about
You can break with a song. A song.
good? Maybe you can get the students' attention through a song, right? You can use a song, especially for primary, right? Maybe secondary. Yes, please. What's your name?
Danny, maybe telling the rules of the class.
Oh, good, Danny. Thank you, Danny. Yes, Danny said that maybe we have to set the rules. Wow. Yes. Sorry, what's your name? Sandra, please.
Maybe we negotiate with them to do something that they agree to work.
Good. Sandra said something important. Negotiate, right? For example, when sometimes we find, okay, the first day of class, these are the rules. It's like, really? Imagine for secondary or teenagers, right? Do you work with teenagers? Yeah, if you say a 15 or 16-year-old guy, I'm sorry, imagine, what's your name? Soraya. Imagine Soraya is in 4th grade, in secondary, and say, Soraya, these are the rules. Say hello to the teacher and friends, raise your hands to participate. How would you feel? Imagine you are a 16, 15-year-old.
Maybe probably frustrated because it's like giving you orders and why I want to obey you. Why I have to change. If I do that, what I'm going to receive?
Yeah, thank you. Is it true? It happens, and also for children. Sometimes when you say, okay, this is the main rule for our class, and you spend like 5 hours with your flip charts decorating your rules, but at the end, if you don't agree with your students, sometimes, most of the time, it fails, right? So as a keyword, we're going to start with negotiation, okay? We can negotiate the rules we're going to start using through the class, okay?
Okay, so after this, we are going to work with a strategy that is the TPS. Yes? So, what is the TPS? First, individually, you are going to take a minute for think. Individually. Yes? Because we have a question. What happened? This is individually. And what would you have done? So I'm going to give you a minute to think about these questions. What are your answers? What happened? Huh? What happened in the video? As a summary maybe? And recommendation, ideas? What have you done if you were in that moment? So that is the TPS. First, we are going to organize and think about our ideas. I don't know, recommendations, clarification, your ideas, possible solutions in this case. Okay, time? Yes? Now we're going to worry about the P. You are going to tell to your partner that is next to you. Yes? You're going to interchange ideas about this question. So you're going to interchange what happened and also your possible solutions. What have you done? Discuss, please. Extra points for the teachers who participate. Active teachers, please. We need active teachers this night. Look for the partner. Nobody can be alone, please. Okay, good class. Very active in this opportunity. Ready? We are ready? 1 minute more. Okay, dear teachers, now we are going to share, yes? So first, in a minute, we think. Yes, we clarified. Yes, listen, dear students, dear colleagues. First we think and we organize our ideas. Yes? Then in the GPS, what happened? What is about P? We work with a partner. That is usually what we do in class, or not? First, we ask our students to think about their own ideas, and then that they interchange with a partner. And finally, we are going to share. So I saw to my colleague, Miss Cathy, that was talking with you, that you were discussing. And the most important now, I need volunteers. What was the result that you come? Who can help me? Here, maybe? Excuse me, what's your name?
Nancy.
Miss Nancy, tell me, what happened in the video?
The students were not paying attention to the teacher.
And what have you done if that happened to you in a class?
I was talking to my friend that it depends if it's the first day of class or if it's in the middle of the week, maybe a Friday. In my case, I have 5th grade students and we negotiate with them. And I tell them that I have a piece of paper where I sign all their participation. So I control them in that way. If everybody is sitting down, I sign each one of their notebooks. And at the end of the term, I count the signatures for extra points. So they know and they keep quiet and behave in a correct way.
Yeah, because remember that as teachers we have the control. The situation can be very difficult, but if we look for the way for organize it, we can manage it. So yeah, the beginning is going to be a problem. But as teachers, we have to be very creative. How can I deal with that problem, with that group, or with that student? Because as you know, a class is a world. It has a variety about problems, about the way that they learned, yes, and also we have to look for accommodation according to the situation. Another idea here in this part. Excuse me, what's your name? Victoria, nice to meet you. What happened in your opinion, Victoria? What happened in the video?
I watched about the students had bad behavior. They were making a mess. No, they don't pay attention.
And what would you have done? Or what were your attitude according to this problem?
If that is my case, I would play a song, or maybe I play a video, no, in order to students pay attention to me.
Yeah, the idea is that we have to look for, they stop and they connect with our class, that they keep engaged with us. Yes? Okay, what about here? Here. What's your name, sorry?
Okay, good evening everybody. My name is Marlene. Well, what I can see in that video is that the teacher can control the behavior of the students. So in my case, I would maybe make an activity out of the class, or maybe we can start with some games in order to engage the students.
Okay, very good. Yes, so that was what I was talking with you at the beginning. That is very common. Yes, that is very common. Yes? At the back? Okay. That is very common in Peruvian students. I remember that some of my students say, teacher, but I preferred foreigner students because they are a little bit quieter. Yeah, but we have to look for the way that they deal it. Yes? Here? Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, what's your name?
Lisbeth.
Lisbeth, tell us, what happened in the video?
Well, for me there are two problems. The first is with students who have bad behaviors, and the other is that the teacher doesn't have control in the students' behavior. And what would you have done? Well, in my case, I would would have played a video about a famous singer that they liked. Or maybe I can. Okay, that's it. Yes? Okay.
Okay, yes?
The idea is that in groups we can you can divide the classroom in groups, and you choose one leader for each group to help you to control the classroom or help you to control the behavior of the students, and you award them with some points, extra points. I don't know them.
So in that way they are going to become very competitive. Yes? They were going to be for competition. Okay, we have another idea. Excuse me, what's your name?
Irma. I think that it's important when I start the class and give some rules for the students when we teach and recognize the values. And then about my experience, I have many problems in the primary school, and I use the games. And according to my partner, the games are very, very, very unstressed for the students.
Okay, thank you, Irma. Somebody else who can help us? Excuse me, what's your name?
Danny. There are kinds of students. Always there are the black sheep in the classroom, and I realized that when you became a friend with that student, it's better because he respectful, even he became more calm in a calm way, and that's it.
Yeah, very good, Danny. The idea maybe is that we have to work with those students who all of the time are looking for making to interrupt our class. If we just ignore them, we are not helping to give a solution. Yes, we have to work with them, with songs, with games. Excuse me, your name is?
Milagros. I think the key to work with is teenagers is communication. I think that in the beginning of the class, we must know our students about their necessities, about the thing that they like to learn. And then after that, we must let them make a compromise with the learning process. After that, maybe we can bring some materials that are interesting for them. Doing this, we can avoid these kind of problems, like you said, like we saw in the video.
Thank you so much. So remember that as teachers, we have the control. Nowadays, you know that the classes are very interactive. Teacher, student, student, teacher. But finally, at the end, who keeps the control of the class? The teachers, yes? So maybe we have to grade, yes, their attitude, their behavior, not too strong, not too weak. But the idea is that they remember that finally at the end, we are teaching them, we are learning from them, but we have the control in the class. It's like in the house. Yes, what happened in house? Who has the control? Parents. Yes? So, we are going to continue. Kathy, any other idea?
Thank you. Just to address some important ideas that you gave, like I heard about teamwork, yes, which is really nice. Well, actually, that's a little bit out of the topic, but it's really good if you can have the opportunity to search about collaborative work, and as you say, a leader, a team leader, and also the team goals, okay? And also, something that I always think that is important is to make a connection, right? I think that's a key word. What about if you just go into a class and start saying, hello, my name is Catherine, today we're going to learn about the verb to be. And that's it, but what about the connection? People need to be connected. Imagine children, teenagers, right? So why don't we start a class like asking them, what happened yesterday? What did you do? How do you feel today? Miss, I feel sad. They are going to tell you. Is it true? Yes or no? What do you think? Yes, it happens, right? So when we are teachers, we have to deal with many of face, right? We have to face many problems that the students should carry every day. As George said, every student is aware, yes, and you don't know if maybe that student didn't have breakfast, or maybe their parents, they fought or something. We don't know. So we are human beings and they are also human beings. So that's what the important thing we have to think every class we go in. Okay? So continue talking about the roles, yes?
Okay, we are going to make a clarification about what is classroom management. So it says classroom management is the practices that we have in class and also the development of the procedures. Yes, the techniques, the strategies, what happened with these practices and procedures. The combination of these allowed the teachers to teach students. And in this case, to teachers to teach and students to learn. That's what I said before, no? In this case, it's a combination. Yes, it's an interactive class. Okay, so that is the classroom management. We are going to continue now, yes, with the teacher roles that Kathy is going to introduce us.
Thank you. Well, as we know, we have teacher's role. When I see this word, is like, does the teacher have only one role, 2 roles, 5? What do you think? A lot of roles, right? Yes? So I just addressed some of them, which I consider important, okay? Which is the first one? Can you help me, please? What is the first role? Okay, one of the 100 roles that we have is just planning. Imagine a class without planning. You didn't plan your lesson, you just, I check my book, okay, page 20 about vocabulary about the weather. Okay, so I go in my class and I remember this song, I start making this. So, do you think is it important to plan our sessions in advance? Yes, why? Please, I want you to discuss in pairs. Remember the strategy TPS? Yes, think about the question. Yes, let's think about the question, and then we're going to start making the question in pairs. But first, individually. Is it clear? Yes, first individually. What is the question? Why is it important to plan our lessons in advance? Okay? Why? Or maybe, why not? Maybe you think, no, that's not important. Maybe, okay? So individually think about, why is it important to plan our lessons? Okay? You can write down your answers. Okay, please, let's discuss it in pairs now. In pairs. Question, why is it important to plan our lessons? Just 10 seconds maybe to share our ideas, okay? Let's share our ideas in pairs. or in trios. Okay, time is over. 3, 2, 1. Listen. Okay, when I do like this, can you look at my hands? Yes. For example, you can count 3, 2, 1, and then like this. So if I have my hand like this, it means that everybody should be. Yes, everybody should be quiet. So, it's another strategy that we can use in our classroom, right? So it means that everybody should be quiet. Eyes on the teacher, you can say maybe. Right? Eyes on the teacher, and you can start moving from one place to another, and children, they can start chasing you with the eyes, right? Okay, so let's have 2 volunteers. Please, I know that everybody wants to participate. Yes, I know, but I'm so sorry. We just need 2 volunteers to share, okay? We finished the thing, pair, now it's the time for the sharing. 2 volunteers for victim. Ah, excellent, good, thank you, volunteers. Let's see, what's your name?
Well, sorry, I want to read, don't forget. Well, we must prepare our class because the students realize that we know our item for the day. How we manage it, the management, the class layout, and they realize that it's for them, their benefits and for respect for us too.
Thank you very much. One more volunteer? Yes, please. We finish here, thank you.
Well, I think it's important planning the class because it will help to prepare a lesson that will be interesting for the students and to make interesting ideas for the students to learn better and to make sure that everything will work well.
Thank you very much. Good. I said 2 volunteers, maybe next time 2 more volunteers, yes? Good. So, it's good, yes, everybody's going to participate, don't worry. Okay? Yes, it's true. Something that you mentioned, right, is important because when you have your lesson plan, you have a lesson plan A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Yes or no? It's true, sometimes if something doesn't work, you need a plan B. And some teachers, we have like okay, it comes naturally, okay? It doesn't work, so I don't, oh my God, imagine you have a listening, the computer is not working, oh, what am I going to do? So it happens to us, yes or no? Yes, so what are we going to do? God help me? No, right? Well, yes, actually, yes. But he's not going to come and, right, he's going to solve that problem in that moment, right? So let's try to keep in mind that the planning is important, yes? And after planning, we also have preparation, which is part of it, right? Which is part of it, and also the presentation. Imagine a class where I present, hello, today we're going to talk about weather. Do you feel like the energy? No, it's like different if I say, imagine it's in the morning, okay. Good morning, everybody. How do you feel today? Fine. Oh, you didn't have breakfast. How did you feel today? Fine.
Okay, I feel fine, okay? Or I am fine, I am happy, I'm tired maybe, okay? But you start giving your class like the energy. It doesn't matter if it's 1 p.m. and it's the last class that you must have that energy so your students also get involved, right? It's true. So the way you present it, it doesn't matter, okay? You have a perfect session, perfect everything, you prepare a plan A, B, C, but the way you present it, okay, it's not gonna work, right? So it's also important, the presentation. And obviously, through the process of learning what happened at the end, what do students love? The test, evaluation, right? Right, yes, that's actually a part of it. But don't let our students have that idea that, okay, today is the exam, the final exam. How do you feel? No, I don't want a final exam, right? Stressed, you feel stressed. So maybe, but if we say that you're going to evaluate the students every day, every class, not only because of the exam. What is important? The exam results or that they have learned? What they have learned. And they don't learn in one day in an exam. Every single day, every single session, right? So that's a part of evaluation. And also, well, revising is part of it, in which you check, okay, these are my results, because sometimes the evaluation gives you the results. Oh, maybe they are not good at listening, they are not good at writing. So for the next time, I have to give more strategies about these skills to reinforce these skills. Okay, so you revise, you check. What do your students need to work more on? Okay, so we check that. And obviously what I think, which is very important is, can you help me with the last one in green, no, sorry, purple? What it says? Okay, innovation, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can we do it with energy this time? Yes, 1, 2, 3. Good. Innovation, that's the key word. We are dealing with children that they know how to use a cell phone when they are 4 years old, 3 years old, they know how to do that. So we're not working like, well, they are not our generation, they're different. So we have to innovate. Our role is going to be different today, next year, in 5 more years, so it's going to be different, right? So we have to innovate, right? Innovate. Well, this is again a TPS strategy. T is for think. P is for pairs, work with a partner in pairs, and S is to share, okay? So think about some strategies you apply in your classroom in order to have a good classroom management, okay? Individually, what strategies do I apply in my classroom? Maybe a song, I play a video. To get the students' attention, I clap. I say something, I call a repetition. Think. Okay, think individually. What strategies do you apply in your classroom management? Okay, in your classroom. Okay. Now let's going to do it in pairs. Yes? Share your strategy with a partner, maybe a person that you don't know better, okay? So you can share extra strategies there. Please, in pairs, 2 or 3 strategies you can share. 1, and stop. Excellent, good students. Remember this? What does it mean? Everybody, quiet and pay attention. Is everybody quiet? Who's going to get out of the class? No, right? No, nobody, please. Nobody. Good. Please, again, I need 2 volunteers, please, to share. 2 volunteers to share ideas, strategies. No volunteers? Yes, thank you.
Well, I'm teaching secondary level. Well, what I do all the time and I work a lot is making competition with students. They love competition, and I don't know, prize them with extra points or just by writing their names on the board. They feel very motivated. They want to participate. At the same time, they learn. They practice what they have learned. So that's the way that I work.
Okay, thank you. It's okay, your name? Soraya. Very good. And one more to finish. Yes, please.
Perhaps if you want to engage the student with the class, you can use songs, games, or you can use how to use materials that you show your students. No, for example, Mr. Bach, or perhaps you can use, for example, the last class we're talking topic about a party, and I use my cap, my glasses, balloons, and my class and say, hello, good morning, student. And what happened, miss? Why did you worry that? No? I say, today is a party. I write in the whiteboard, party, and I say, what do you need for a party? Or how to prepare a party? And they start to give me different ideas about them. Or perhaps you can use a mystery bag.
Thank you. Very nice strategies, right? So I think you have your hand out to make notes, right? And I have some strategies that I would like to share with you. What I call the red card, okay? The red card is, I work in groups, in teams, in which they have to, the purpose of the red card is that they have to speak in English. All the English class, they have to speak in English. And the team leader is a person who has a red card. For example, Maria spoke in Spanish. Préstame tu cuaderno, in Spanish. Because those expressions are daily expressions that they should already know, right? So, oh, Maria. So the team leader take the red card, it's a small card, and put it on Maria's desk. But if in Maria's group another person speaks in Spanish, so Maria take it out and put it to the other student. So nobody wants to speak in Spanish because they don't want to have the red card. Okay, yes, so it's a good strategy and it worked. I worked with 4 graders and they were like, oh, I got the red card. And they, well, it's not that, okay, you have the red card, no break, no, okay? It's okay, you have the red card, maybe you can help me clean your group or something like that, okay? But don't use the red card, no break, 5 minutes off break, okay? So it's not like that, okay? Yes, and another strategy that I also use is the candy machine. It's like a point system, but what I did is like a more attractive for children. It's like a candy. All the groups start with 5 points. So they are paying attention, following instruction, and they get 1 gum ball, right? 1 gum ball. And if the group gets 5 points in the class, they receive a card. Excellent teamwork. Because they work in teams. But if you can use it in pairs or in trios, also it can work. It depends on the number of students, okay? Next, we have this order. You want again? Okay, please, can you go back? Yes, that's what I call the candy machine. And now also, I was thinking about was using that for primary, the Pokemon. You know, Pokemon is, oh my God, all children love Pokemon. So what I did, but I couldn't take a picture, is like a Pokemon, but in parts, in 5 parts. So I started taking out if they misbehave, and if they do it well, I put a part, for example, an arm or a leg, and they get starting like arm or having a whole Pokemon. Yes? A Pikachu, for example, something like that, okay? That's for primary, yes, I work with primary. And next I have a list, okay? When I say choral repetition is to get a student's attention. If I say, class, class, everybody say, yes, yes, okay? Let's do it. Class, class. Yes, yes. Excellent. If I say, close, close. Yes, yes. If I say, class, class. Okay, so that's like a choral repetition, so I get a student's attention also through choral repetition. Claps. The claps that I use is, for example, can you help me, please, George? Thank you. For example, when I say students, everybody, and they just clap. Then I say, listen, and that's it, okay? It's just, with claps, I get students' attention. Can you help me, George? Yes, imagine George is one of my students. I say, everybody listen. Listen. Okay, kind of, yes. 19. Don't worry, it's the first time, okay? But it could work like, or another way of clapping is like, give me one, and they clap. Give me two claps. Give me three claps. Give me 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. You see? Is it easy? So that's the kind of clapping to get also students' attention. Instead of saying, everybody listen, no, just clapping and you get a student's attention, okay? The behavior cards are, as I told you, if they have a good teamwork, like color papers, good teamwork, active participation, excellent. Some cards they can take it, okay, and they like it. They really like it. And also the tone of your voice. Sometimes your voice is plain and it's like all the classes are like this and they're like a robot maybe. But sometimes we need to go up and down to get the students' attention, okay? And the last one is one strategy that I also use for instructive language, which is a traffic light. Okay, I use the traffic lights to check if students know what to do after I give them an instruction. For example, do you know what to do? I give, open your books on page 23. We're gonna circle the simple present verbs, for example. Okay, and if they understood, they're going to pick up the green card. But if they don't or they didn't understand anything, they're gonna get the red card. If they have trouble doing the activities after the instructions, maybe the grammar, they don't remember the grammar part, they're going to pick up the yellow one. Okay? So these are some strategies that I use, so I hope it can help you in a way, okay? And well, I think that's most of it. And well, the rewards. Who likes rewards? Everybody, right? Everybody does, right? The praise. The praise is just good job. How do you feel when you participate and you say, good job, excellent? How do you feel? Happy, yes, of course. And also your students. A note home, yes, good behavior today, excellent participation, so the parents also know, right? A student of that day, you can have your study student, the person that follow all the rules, the instructions and everything. The tangible rewards, candies, lollipops, right? Or the Pokemon cards now in primary, they are very famous. The certificates of honor after you finish maybe a bimester, a term, you can have this certificate for the person that participated more in this term, for example. Okay, so you can have these certificates. Or coupons. Coupons are to change. For example, 5 more minutes break, or
when they have a lot of points, maybe they can change the points, like trading, okay, with 5 more minutes break, or a pass, like free seat. You can sit wherever you want. They love it. But before you have to say, right, okay, but if you start making noise with that person, okay, you go back to your seat. Yes? So there are a lot of things that they like about the coupons.
Okay, Kathy, now we are going to talk about how is the ideal teacher. Is it easy to answer this? How is the ideal teacher? The ideal teacher, first, as part of our career, is the person who enjoys the students. So, if you took the decision to be a teacher, it's because you love what you do. It's because you have the passion about working with children, working with teams, and the most important, teaching. Yes? Okay, we can have doctors, engineers, but who taught them? Teachers, yes? All of the time, teachers as the top. So you have to be very proud that you are the best. Yes? It doesn't matter the doctor, the engineer, the lawyer. The best and the most important career, what is? English teachers in this moment. Because English teachers help students to open what? Open doors. Yes? And to find new what? To find new opportunities. Yes, nowadays, especially when you check information, books, yes, works, documentaries, and also it says the ideal teacher is who uses different teaching techniques. Remember that Kathy was talking about innovation? So, as teachers, we cannot teach in the same way every day. Always, nowadays, we have to look for creative, we have to innovate. It's not very simple, yes? It's not a simple work, but it's impossible. We have to be very creative. If you are a creative person, your class is going to run wow. Extremely wow, as you say, the best one. The ideal teacher is also who has a great sense of humor. What is the most important tool that you need for teaching a class? And the first letter is M, and the last letter is N. Motivation. Extra points, Kathy. I think we need candies for our students today. Motivation. And, well, this question maybe is very common. But when do you consider motivation should be active? At the beginning? At the end? All the time. The whole class. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Because as we were talking, we have different students. It depends of the time, no? Maybe if we go for teaching at the last hour, our students are tired. Also, we are tired because every day and a single day we are working. Yes? We are going to make like a summary with this video.
In 21st century, everything has been developing rapidly, and people try to adapt this changing in a short time. As a teachers, we have to help our students to adapt this life. To do it effectively, we have some skills. Adapter, communicator, learner, leader, collaborator, and risk taker are the major skills that our 21st century teachers should have. In addition, finding easy and adaptable ways to catch the world. Letting students to learn more things at the same time to be intellectual. Know how to work with each other to teach work division. Adapting the digital media resources to use in the lessons to gain attention. Involving in long life learning period to not miss new inventions are indispensable features of 21st century teachers. Shortly, if you want to prepare your students to do life, you should have all of these facilities. If not, you will be someone who just teach something. Think about it.
Okay, so that is maybe a reflection that as teachers we have to make. Yes? The idea is not just going to a class and present information. The idea is also to make that class, that topic becomes meaningful for our students. That when they finish, that they went home, they say, Mom, I learned about this, I learned new vocabulary. Well, with simple words, I learned how to say sunny, no, caluroso, and that it's cloudy. Or wait, Mom, I know how to express about simple present. The idea is that they work with their community. Yes? A conclusion, it says, teachers wear many hats, as I was talking. The teacher is the leader, and the teacher becomes to be a friend. Wow, we have different roles, yes? The conclusion is that the teacher wears many hats as a friend, as a judge, as a counselor, as a facilitator. Mentor hundreds of roles in different role situations of different classes. Students and extracurricular duties. Yes? Katy, something more? Okay, so that is all for today that we can share with you. Thank you so much for your participation. And remember, the most important, innovation, planning, and that you look for creativity. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for your attention. What about this conference? Excellent. Yes or no? Yes, of course, no? Okay. Please, we'll wait for you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have excellent topics. We're going to know about how using stories in the primary classroom. It's going to come an international lecturer from Cengage, National Geographic. Okay, yes, from National Geographic. It's going to be very, very interesting. Also from Pearson, Irma Rodriguez, about more classroom management. And the power of real-world English in teaching children, how to use a real word in teaching children. Do you remember what the Miss said about the Pokemon Go? Okay, how to use the environment to teach English to children. Thank you very much for your attention. Please don't forget to keep the paper that the Pearson gave you, okay, because tomorrow is going to be a raffle. Yes, and you're going to participate there. Okay, thank you very much.
Please, thank you very much for coming. Right, and tomorrow we'll be waiting for you. As Carmen said, tomorrow we got interesting topics to discuss about. Something important you must remember is that this conference is going to be till Saturday, and also Saturday we got more interesting topics similar like today. Please, 2 recommendations for you teachers, because I'm a teacher too. By the way, my name is Carlos Llenos, and I'm the academic coordinator of this Language Center. I'm so sorry. And 2 important recommendations. The first one, don't be chained to the book. The book is just a tool, okay? You manage your classroom. You create. You are the maker. You are the inventor. And your students expect that. Not just to follow instructions from a book. And something more important and the best, teachers are actors. Be an actor in your classroom. Okay? In that way, you can catch the attention of your students. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.